Hey there, fruity friends and seekers of the arcane! Banana palm tree, I'm Benny the Banana Tree, your tropical guide to the real magic of the universe. Today, we're diving deep into the wild, mysterious world of Franz Bardon, a true master of Hermetics, mysticism, and inner transformation. So grab your smoothie, open your third eye, and get ready, because this isn't just about magic tricks, it's about becoming the magician. Let's peel back the layers of reality, together. If you enjoy the talk, please like the video and subscribe to our channel.
There's something undeniably strange about Franz Bardon's initiation into Hermetics. Right at the outset, Bardon warns that those seeking material wealth or supernatural powers will gain nothing from his work. Yet, as one delves deeper into the book, it becomes clear that it's filled with detailed instructions for developing precisely the kinds of occult abilities, like astral travel, elemental command, and magical influence, that would tempt anyone chasing power. This apparent contradiction raises an important question: what exactly was Bardon's true intention, and who was this book really meant for?
In the beginning of the book, or actually at the back of the book, he talks about if you are interested in this book to achieve material wealth, occult abilities, that book will not be for you. Rah, rah, rah. Then you read the book and it's all about how to be successful in the world, how to levitate, how to master the 4 elements. It's all about the things where he said, if you're interested in these things, the book is not for you. So in this video, I hope to unveil the one thing you have to understand to unlock the secrets of Franz Bardon. Because what happens, right? You're going into level 1, you're doing the exercises, you might get into level 2 and then you get stuck, isn't it? Even if you master all the visualization exercises, you might get stuck in level 3 or 4. And you're in there for years and years and you don't understand what you're doing wrong to actually succeed. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you probably in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, if you give me the time. First of all, Franz Bardon is a very technical approach to something which is described in other sources in a less technical way. Okay? So, let me explain. When you go to J.B. Koenig, or to Karel Weinfurter, or to people like Weinreb, they all talk about Kabbalah. They talk about the letters, the word, but they talk about it in a way of a mystical science. Now, Franz Bardon is very technical. And Franz Bardon, it's magic. It's about you doing something. Like you have to visualize, like, don't go to level 2 if you can't hold an image for like minutes and minutes. Now, let me tell you something. Like, there's a lot of Bardon gurus and skilled trainers out there, but they all fail to see the one thing. And now listen very carefully. You will not succeed with Franz Bardon beyond your current spiritual state of self-realization. Now you may take offense to the words I just used, self-realization, nibbana, no self, whatever. Now let me repeat, you will not succeed with Franz Bardon beyond a certain level of spiritual development, no matter how hard you try. Now let that sink in. How hard have you tried to master level 2, the visualizations, and you can't smell it, you can't feel certain things, you can't hear the way you want, like after 2 minutes, you actually clicking out, fading out, falling asleep back into the state of the dream state. State of the dream state, that sounds crazy. Sorry guys, I'm just learning to hold my gimbal and having spiritual talks. Apologize for that. So with Franz Bardon, you're going hopefully with awareness, most of you eventually not being fully aware of that, a very technical approach. So this technical approach means there is certain things which you can do, right? So you can visualize. Okay, does this create a certain spiritual development? Not at all. Sorry, guys. The self as such is exactly what you have to remove. Sorry, I'm only the bearer of the bad news, not the bad news, so don't kill the messenger, please. You will not get anywhere with Franz Bardon. I'm the biggest fan of Franz Bardon. I've been with Franz Bardon since I was 11 years old, actually 10 years old. I've trained myself in this art. Not 53, well, you do the math, 42 years. On and off, I've done other things. The one thing I have seen, the one thing which is not mentioned anywhere, but on the back of the book of Franz Bardon himself, do not search for these skills. Because the you has no control over them. Yes, you can get yourself in the state through absorption meditation, to being absorbed in your imagination or in a visualization, or you're getting into your Akashic trance. That you can do. But the key is that it takes time for your, I hate the word soul. Let's use it, the word soul. It takes time for your soul to develop. If you understand how to use the letters in the kerning exercise, you can use them from the start. Franz Bardon says you have to be in the 8th degree or 8th level, whatever, before you can start these exercises. Not so with kerning. With kerning, you start from scratch and you don't do any magic at all. The key, my friends, is the one key to make you actually master Franz Bardon is to understand that things take time, that your spiritual development does not improve at all if you do visualization exercises, even if you master them all. Let's face it, what does Franz Bardon write in the first 3 pages about in the practical part? Be a kind person, be nice to other people, look after other people. Always look after yourself first when things go wrong and not at others. How many times did you get angry in the last week when people tailgated you on the motorway? So here's the secret to Franz Bardon. It's not the skill. You don't need any skill. You don't need to master the skills even. If you want to practice Franz Bardon, if you have, like Ron Clark says it, if you progress with the exercises, continue. Go from level 1 to level 2, keep practicing level 1 while you're already practicing level 2. But first and foremost, understand that things take time. You might get to some point, for some of you it might be level 2, for some of you might be level 6, and then you will get stuck. And have fun with it. If you project your consciousness into a tree, become the tree. See this as shamanic practice. If you're ready with the letters, LAW, try to calm the cyclone. Have fun with it. Don't take it too serious. Understand that things, in particular good things and spiritual things, take time. So you will not succeed beyond your level. And your level might be on level 2, level 4 in Franz Bardon terms. But furthermore, there is like a more spiritual level of where you understand that the you in you is exactly what you have to remove. In order to succeed with certain spiritual exercises, the you in you, the illusion of thinking that you're a self is exactly in the way. I have done certain Tibetan Buddhist practices, Taoism, tranquil wisdom, insight meditation, jhana practice, absorption meditations, and I finally got the answer. It is the you have to remove in order to find what you really are. Like, understand, recognize yourself, and you understand God or Nibbana or whatever you believe might be. So, basically speaking, after this video, I should never ever talk again about Franz Bardon, because everything else from that point you can figure out yourself. I will probably make the mistake. Hopefully I won't become some Bardon guru, because that's exactly what I don't want to be. Another person distracting you from your own experience, because you don't need anyone to understand and master Franz Bardon's book. I think it's the best book available on the Western market, but Franz Bardon died pretty much straight after he wrote these books, and the third book was only available as a script. This is why there's, I don't want to call them errors, but there's some things not so well explained in there. He would have probably done so if he would have lived for a bit longer. So I hope that helps. Basically speaking, what you have to do is give your own spiritual development time and understand whenever you get angry, whenever you fall into craving, clinging, into not being happy how things are, that you're actually killing your own spiritual development. So basically speaking, every moment where you can let go of yourself, even Hermetics said, if you want to use their mirrors, the magical mirrors, which I use, I have 2 of them and I use them pretty much every week. You have to let go. In order to focus, you have to let go. Absorption meditation works. Ajahn Brahm said this many times, when you are able finally to let go of things, and in particular, the you. Because the you is in the way. Everything you don't want is the you, the identification, the craving for things, not being happy. If you look at the world today, everyone is demonstrating, rioting, looting, plundering, being angry, assassinating people. Are you freaking crazy? Yes, you are. Because you're in a permanent state of anxiety, in a state of permanent illusion. Read about Buddha's explanation of the theory of the dependent origination. Ignorance leads to existence. Existence, long story short, it's a bit more complicated. That leads to craving, clinging. Clinging leads to being in the way of tensed arrow, like a tensed bow. All it takes is one slide into anger and the arrow gets shot. And you're creating reality. You're creating karma. Everything in this world is karma. Everything is, this might freak you out. Everything is karma. Everything is created through karmic formations. Nothing in the universe has not been created through that process. So once you understand this, you understand Franz Bardon perfectly fine, well enough to succeed. And it takes the time it takes, not 1 second longer, not 1 second shorter. So you will get there if you give it time and if you understand that sometimes the you is exactly what you have to remove to succeed. There are certain things which the best visualization skills can't achieve. You will not get into Akashic trance because you practice really hard. You will get into Akashic trance because you let go of things. That requires a certain skill of focus and concentration. This is why we have level 1 and 2. To a lesser degree, level 3. I will probably talk about Akashic trance and the 4 elemental equilibrium, because this is the core of Franz Bardon's training. Once you get that, honestly, mental projection is the easiest thing in the world. Some people, they can't succeed because they think of a mental body. There is no such a thing as a mental body. Franz Bardon used it for certain reasons, but really all you need to do is letting go, let things happen. If you just focus a little bit, if you move your focus a little bit. No, I'm not talking about absorption meditation. Just focus on some other spot. You're already there. And if you wait, if you're patient, if you let things happen without any technical approach, without any Bardon training, you will master mental projection. So I hope that helps. I hope this video didn't get too long because I want to keep it short for now. And hear from you soon. Please let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you like what you hear. Like the video. Leave comments, even critical ones. I'm in particular interested in understanding what I could do better. If you disagree with me, please leave a comment. My next video will probably come in a few days. And until then, have a great time. Understand that life is fantastic. Use every single second of it. Enjoy. Every single second there's a bird chirping somewhere. There is a French food festival somewhere that's perfect well, somewhere in Byron Bay here in Australia. Don't get upset. Don't get angry. Don't get caught up. Let go. Nothing good happens when you're angry. Have you ever become a better driver because you're angry? Are you a better partner, a better husband, a better father to a child because you're angry? Let go of it. In particular in these days, in these dark times, anger is what creates all this drama. Let go of it. The Swami Shivananda said, if you get angry, don't leave the house. Stay at home. And for Franz Bardon, if you identify with things, if you can't let go of things, it won't work. Because Franz Bardon's approach is very technical. And I will let you know step by step certain approaches which go hand in hand with Franz Bardon or replacing Franz Bardon if you're a little bit stuck with it.
Well, that's it for today, my curious cubs. If you enjoyed our little deep dive, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more wild wisdom and magical mysteries. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. I love hearing from you. Until next time, stay curious, stay courageous, and keep that inner flame burning bright. See you in the next one.